Black Chyna, aka Angela White. She just lost her $100 million defamation suit against the Kardashians. Now, so the question is, did she lose or did she really win? Get into it. I'm going to break some things down, okay? So, first, let's get into the case. So, let's go right on to Google, okay? So, thus saith Google. On Monday, per NBC News, the jury concluded that the popular family did not unjustly harm Chyna's career and could not find enough evidence that pointed to them interfering with her contract with E, the channel that the Kardashians show Keeping Up with the Kardashians was on. They also could not find evidence that supported Chyna's claim that they lied about her allegedly abusing Rob Kardashian or spread word of the abuse with reckless disregard for the truth. She was awarded no damages. So, in the court's eyes, in fact, she lost. However, for a whole entire family and company and like media machine have to come against one individual, that says something. That actually shows the strength of Chyna, okay? So, Black Chyna, keep your head up, honey. Let's move on. In a statement given after the verdict came down, attorneys for the Kardashians slash Jenner's clan said the jury sent a clear message to Miss White and her lawyer. I hope they are listening. Justice has prevailed. Attorney Mike Rhodes, one of the lawyers who represented the famous family, I'm going to say infamous family, later told reporters, I spoke to the family a minute ago and they're also very pleased. During her red carpet appearance at the 2022 Met Gala, because the Met Gala has just passed. However, let's stay on topic because that was a dud. Kris Jenner also expressed her gratitude, telling Variety, I am just happy it's over, noting that the toughest part of it all was going through it. Okay. When asked how she and her family were able to power through, Kris added, pray. I live my life in faith and just hope. That's enough. No. But I do think that's enough. Okay. So, Black Chyna, in fact, did lose her case. However, it's being said that Tokyo Toni, Black Chyna's mother, is just came up with a GoFundMe for the appeal, honey. She's coming back. She's gonna fight, and we're gonna stay tuned. Okay, so let's just dig in a little bit, right? So Kim and Chyna used to be great friends. Like it was kind of like once Kim no longer was with Paris, because at one time, Kim Kardashian was Paris Hilton's little lapdog. Like, so after that, Chyna came around and kind of filled that spot. And I think that she used Black Chyna as kind of like, I'm with the cool kids. Um, we've never really seen her with friends other than Paris Hilton, because other than that, we only see her with her sisters, right? And even they can't get along. Like, I don't watch the show on a regular basis, but when I would tune in, that's all they were doing was going back and forth. So, as you can see here, Black Chyna and Kim Kardashian have been through many phases.
Oops.
Many phases together, many phases. Because as you can see, a lot of these pictures, they were young, this is years ago. And so they were great friends at one point in time. It's like what's the real problem? Where was the switch? We really want to know, like, where was the switch of it all? Like, she couldn't have been just a bad person, you know what I'm saying? So I want to kind of take a look and see what Angela, Miss Blaq Chyna, I want to see what she really has to say. So here is a clip from when she was on the Wendy Williams show, and she kind of breaks a little details down for us. So let's check this clip out.
You, Angela. Can I call you Angela?
Yes, please.
Yeah, because, you know, all of a sudden it's not Blaq Chyna, it's a young woman trying to explain herself.
Thank you.
Do you mind?
Yeah, no, I love that.
How did you meet Rob? Because, okay, you were engaged, you lived in the same neighborhood, from what I understand, as Kim and the family.
Yes.
And your son and Kim's daughter used to play together all in the rich neighborhood.
Right.
Yes. And then you and Kim became mom friends?
So then we ended up building
hanging out a lot, because we saw the
hanging out
pictures,
a
we
whole
talked
lot.
about it on Hot Topics. So you and Kim then became friends, and we're
Yeah.
seeing you out, and many of us, we didn't know who you were, so we're like, who's this, you know, black girl out with, oh, her name is Blaq Chyna, and who is she to Kim, and why are they always together?
Right.
In the meantime, Tyga and you were engaged, and Kylie was only 16 years old.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Hold on. And they're all living in the same neighborhood, and the children are playing. Now, shall you keep talking, or shall I? Because this is your first talk show,
this is
and a lot of times...
the accuracy is like on point.
Okay, hot topic.
It's on point.
All right. So you and Kim are cool, and Kylie's only 16, and you're engaged to Tyga, and you're all living in the same neighborhood.
Yes.
What happened with the relationship with you and Tyga? Because at this point, your parents and you're engaged, and you got a giant ring.
Right. I mean, you know, with things and whatnot, like relationships, sometimes things don't work out. But and then also sometimes things just kind of like spread you different ways, and I guess maybe that's kind of what was going on and whatnot. But the way that it went about, like publicly, wasn't right, and then even like not publicly, it wasn't right.
It was nothing to do with him cheating or you cheating or anything like that. You were growing apart.
Yeah.
But you agreed that you're going to be good co-parents.
Yeah, but something kind of did.
What happened?
Expedite all of that. So Tyga started, you know, dating Kylie and whatnot. And he had threw her, like, I think her 17th birthday.
Yeah, where he performed Rack City.
Yeah. So after that happened, you know, that's when, like, you know, of course, like, the family kind of, like, was like, all right, well, bye, girl, and kind of, like, threw me underneath the bus.
Well, he was at that time, like, 21 or something?
Tyga was maybe, like, 23.
All right, a 23-year-old throwing a Sweet 16 party for a 16-year-old is not unusual. But how did you know that they were dating?
Kind of like when I got thrown out.
You got thrown out of the mansion that Tyga was living in.
Yep.
And did he tell you because he's got a new girlfriend, or did you see something?
No, I seen it, and it was kind of like already everywhere.
What did you see?
Publicly. Him throwing her 17th birthday party and whatnot.
Was he kissing her?
No, but they were definitely together.
Okay.
It's like not no allegations or anything like that.
What's your relationship with her like now?
I mean, on my side, like the last time we spoke and whatnot, because you know that is Dreamy's auntie and stuff. And when me and Robert was together, like we kind of like put those differences aside. And I mean, from now on, I mean, I'm fine on my side, and I'm hoping that we're good on.
Now, after you and Tyga broke up, did you go after Rob? Because I said it on Hot Topics. I'm going to cop to it. She's here. I thought you were using him to get back at the whole family, and I thought it was a great come up, considering, you know, you locked that down. You had the baby. Now get back at them by getting their most vulnerable asset, which is Rob. He let himself go. It seems like he didn't care about himself, and along come you.
No, it didn't happen that way.
Okay.
Definitely didn't happen that way. So after, you know, after all like that stuff, the turmoil and whatnot, Robert, he was hitting me up on Instagram like all the time, and I thought it was like a setup, like they trying to set me up to like go with the brother. Like I'm not falling for that. So then one day, New Year's, New Year's Eve, or was it New Year's? I was in Little Rock, Arkansas, and I was like, you know what? I'm out here by myself. Let me just call this boy because he was like on my mind.
What were you doing in Arkansas?
I was actually hosting a party.
Okay, and you had
For
no
New
friends.
Year's.
You had no friends around you or anything.
No, I just had one girl that my old nail tech.
Okay, so she was a worker. She wasn't a friend. So you're in
Yes.
your room by yourself, like many of us.
Yeah.
Okay, this is everyday girl, everybody.
Yeah.
And you're in your room, and you decide to hit Rob up.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I talked to Rob on the phone for like maybe 3 or 4 hours, and I was like, listen, I promise you when I come back to LA, because he just was like so like
Needy.
and I was just like, look, when I come back to LA, like I'm just gonna help you out and just tell you everything I know, and then just build you up, and then we'll figure out it from there. So then when I came back, and then I didn't go like and meet up with him right then and there. I waited like a week and a half. He's like, why'd you wait like a week and a half till he still hit me up when you had been home? So I had met up with him. I went to Chloe's house at the time, and then I seen him, and I was just like,
That's when he was living with Chloe.
yeah.
Was Chloe home at the time, or was
No,
it the two of you?
no, it was just us.
Okay, go.
Yeah. So it was just us two, and just basically like it was just like a connection right then and there. And then I had him move out from Chloe's house to move into my house, and it was very early on.
Is this
At
the house
time.
that we saw on TV?
It's the house that we filmed there with Rob and Chyna.
Okay, go ahead. So that was a very nice house, big pool and stuff like that. Go.
Yeah. So he had moved in with me, and then from there we started like losing the weight. He cut his hair.
At what point did you become sexually active with each other? Grow up, grow up. We don't have a lot of time. The first segment is still rolling, but we're going to take a second. Go ahead.
It was kind of fast.
Okay. So was it like first night? Come on, we're adults. We're told.
No, it wasn't first night. Maybe like fifth.
Okay. Were you physically attracted to Rob when he was heavier?
Mhm.
And he had a great personality, and you
Super.
and you felt sorry for him.
Not sorry. I just wanted it to like I don't know. It was just different. I can't explain it. I didn't feel sorry for him. I just wanted him to just see his worth.
Angela. Okay. Okay. And then you got pregnant before you got engaged?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And he's like, all I want for my birthday. I'm telling you, this is fast. All I want for my birthday is for you to get pregnant. So we ended up getting pregnant. And we was trying like all the time.
Okay.
To like get pregnant. And then he was wishing for a boy, but he had dreams.
Yeah.
But he's happy with her though.
Who's the better lover, Tiger or Robert? All things considered, because you know, as a woman, it's not just about the act; it's about what you feel about him and the snack he gets you afterwards. And do you? Who's the better lover?
Neither. Can I choose neither?
No, but you have to pick one.
I gotta pick one?
Yes.
Better lover, Rob.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that. Now, what did the Kardashian Jenner family think about your union with Rob?
At first it was kind of
Because I would have split my wig if I was Chris. I would have been like, what, boy?
But you know what? Not really though, because like it never was like a disrespectful thing towards them. It was always stuff kind of coming at me. So when we did sit down, it was like, you know, this is what's going on. If you making my son happy, then we're all good.
So as you can see, the relationship between Rob and Chyna was really real. I believe her when she says that even when you would like see them out and about, the connection looked genuine. Like they looked happy. Because as she said, like when they officially got together, that was like what, about 6 years ago? Like 2016 or so. And mind you, when Rob was on the show with his sisters, they would like gang up on him. He was like sad, down, depressed. He actually talked about going through a depression. Like his sisters couldn't help him. They were like fed up, for lack of better words, at their wits' end. And then here runs back into Blaq Chyna, and they kindle a relationship, and he's happy. He started losing that weight. You would see a whole new energy about him. How could you not like that? How could you not want that for your brother? Not to mention, you already know her because you've been her friend. What could she have possibly done? I mean, we all know that it's multiple sides to the story, um, each side and then the truth, So I'm not saying that Black China has no fault in anything or she's not a human, she didn't make mistakes. I'm not saying that by no means. But what I am saying is if you have to go to such lengths to tear down a person, something's not adding up, Most times, if somebody is a bad person or they do all these crazy things, the fruit is evident, right? But if y'all all have to gang up on her, because it's like what? It's about 15 of y'all sisters. Y'all know I'm exaggerating, but it's so many of y'all, including your mother. Now Rob is on the bandwagon. Because let's just keep it real. He probably is bitter that they're not together anymore. Um, and y'all all ganging up on one person? Like, is it that serious? I mean, let's just be real. Kylie had already taken Tyga. What more do you want from the girl? And at this point, y'all are family, literally. And the only people that are suffering is the kids. You know what I mean? Like, we need to do better, people. We need to do better. And I'm definitely not directly talking to the Kardashians because we already know what time it is when it comes to them. But, I feel kind of sorry for Black China at this point because it's pretty evident that it seems like they've blackballed her. So not only have you blackballed her, but you're really playing in her face right now. Like y'all are playing in her face. The trial was a joke. Let's just be real. If you've been keeping up with it, um, I know at one point Black China and her lawyers were saying that they were going to push for a mistrial. Um, you can't just push for a mistrial for no reason. You know what I mean? So I just want to encourage Black China as a Black woman to a Black woman. Keep your head up, honey, because you're worth something if this whole family is coming against you. You know what I mean? Like, people know what's up. We used to see them together. We already know how the Kardashians do their so called friends. My quotation fingers are definitely in the air when I say friends for the Kardashians. We all know that they will turn on a Black woman in a second. I mean, the list goes on. Black China is not the only one. Um, Chloe had hers. Can't think of her name right now, but she's one of the twins. I believe they were on ATL. The twins. They did it to Jordan. She had to go to that whole red table talk. And it's just like, stay away from them. Beyonce had it right. Like, don't even look in the direction. Okay? Don't even look in the direction of. Because it's never going to be an embraceful type of thing. It's just sad. Like, it's just so sad. Like the energy is just a black cloud, like, and it's just crazy how they stay on top. Like, what is it? They're beautiful. Kim is a beautiful girl. She's a beautiful girl. We won't take that from her. Um, but it's obvious that you can tell that she feels like something's missing because she's always been over the top. Um, she can do no wrong, can't make a mistake, can't own up to anything. Um, but we all humans. She's doing something right for them to be on top. Who knows? Manipulation, we don't know. Money, you don't know. I just feel a way for Black China. I hope that everything works out in the end for her and her kids. I love Tokyo Tony. She is an entire cackle. I love Tokyo Tony. Black China, we just wish you the best, you know? We will stay tuned to see if they do go through with the appeal. We'll keep you posted. Um, yeah, that's about it. That's all I have to say about Black China for now.